He also has a baby mother who's currently working as a call girl. He has a daughter by Brooke.
I kicked Rick ass. Kicked Rick Ross ass, right?
I'm deciding to your life up. Rick, bro, I'm gonna your life up.
For years, Rick Ross has portrayed himself as the ultimate rap boss, untouchable, fearless, and always in control. But according to his baby mama, there's one man who has always haunted him, 50 Cent. Ross may have spent years acting like the beef didn't bother him, but behind the scenes, he was losing sleep over the one enemy he couldn't outrun. Now, thanks to shocking revelations from Tia Kemp, the truth is out, and it's worse than anyone expected. Back in 2008, Rick Ross and 50 Cent had no real issues, but that changed in an instant because of a single glance. At the BET Awards that year, Ross claimed that 50 gave him a disrespectful look. That was enough for Ross to take things personally, and instead of letting it slide, he decided to start a full-blown war. The problem? 50 Cent didn't even remember seeing Ross that night. That's the level of pettiness we're dealing with.
Ross and 50, they've had a long-standing beef for years. And I think this Rick Ross beef is the one beef that 50 will never let go of.
But Ross didn't care. He saw an opportunity to put himself on 50's level, and he took it. He released Mafia Music, a diss track that not only targeted 50, but also made a chilling reference to a house fire that nearly killed 50's baby mama and son. At first, it seemed like a typical rap beef move, just another diss to get under an opponent's skin. But this wasn't just any diss track. 50 had already been accused of orchestrating the fire, and Ross was throwing fuel on the fire, pushing an already controversial narrative. 50 Cent wasn't about to let that slide, but instead of just responding with a diss track, he did something much worse. He went after Rick Ross's entire identity. First, he exposed Ross's past as a correctional officer. The man who built his career on being a street-certified hustler was suddenly outed as a former law enforcement officer. 50 didn't just say it. He had pictures to prove it. Photos of Ross in his correctional officer uniform spread like wildfire, destroying the tough guy image Ross had spent years building. Then, 50 made it personal. He tracked down Ross's baby mama, Tia Kemp, and gave her a platform to air out all of Ross's secrets.
It was sort of embarrassing to me, because as you listen to his raps, you would definitely believe him, but I mean, it was surprising that he would sit there and say he spends $200 a month on food, $300 a month on clothes. His jewelry is rented.
In an interview, she claimed that Ross wasn't the boss he pretended to be. He was leasing cars, renting jewelry, and barely spending any money on his own family. He spends $200 a month on food, $300 a month on clothes, she revealed. His jewelry is rented. And that wasn't all. 50 took Tia on a luxury shopping spree, making sure to capture every moment. He wanted the world to see that Ross's own baby mama was now living lavishly, thanks to him. To make things even worse, he later took Ross's own son on a trip to Las Vegas with Floyd Mayweather, posting pictures of them together just to rub it in. By this point, 50 Cent had already embarrassed Ross beyond belief. But he wasn't done. He took things too far when he leaked a private tape of Ross's other baby mama, Lastonia Leviston. This time, the move backfired. Leviston sued him for emotional distress and won a $5 million settlement. For the first time, 50 actually took an L. The lawsuit hit him so hard that he had to file for bankruptcy. Meanwhile, Ross did the smartest thing he could. He ignored the drama and focused on his music. Fans slowly stopped caring about the Officer Ricky scandal, and Ross's career continued to thrive despite the humiliation. It seemed like the beef had finally lost its impact. Despite all the disrespect, Ross never went to the extreme lengths 50 did.
I mean, it's sort of embarrassing to me, because as you listen to his raps, you would definitely believe him, but I mean, it was surprising that he would sit there and say he spends $200 a month on food, $300 a month on clothes. His jewelry is rented.
Instead, he played the long game. He continued dropping music, building his brand, and securing his place in hip-hop. While 50 Cent had to file for bankruptcy, Ross kept getting richer. While 50's rap career slowed down, Ross expanded his business empire. He went from being the butt of jokes to proving that no amount of slander could bring him down. But if Tia Kemp's claims are true, the war isn't really over. Ross may be thriving now, but there's always the looming threat that 50 could expose even more secrets. One thing is for sure, when it comes to beef, 50 Cent is the most ruthless enemy anyone can have, and no matter how much time passes, Rick Ross will never truly be free from his shadow.